Welcome back to Trauma Recovery Anonymous, the podcast. My name is Richard and I am your host. My meaning and purpose can only be found in the present moment. We only exist in this 24-hour period in our whole lives. And truth be told, we can break this down to this 1 hour here and now we find ourselves in. This 1 hour here and now is all of our past, present and future that ultimately matters. The decisions we make in this 1 hour will decide for each of us our meaning and purpose as to why we're here on this earth and what we can do in this moment to fulfill our potential. What happened in all of our past moments happened to younger aspects of us. These persons we refer to as our inner child, and for good reason, because they are the persons who lived in different times with different lifestyles. Think about it. Your view of life yesterday morning and this morning will be different because this morning you are 24 hours older and wiser. You have lived the future of that person yesterday, this morning. In the same way, for all of your past lives, for all of your previous inner child moments, you are no longer the same because you have experience of having lived those lives already and are now in a different place today. You are a new creation and you cannot go back, not to find meaning and purpose back there, not to change any of it, not to fix or save your younger self, because what happened back there is none of your business today. You are not the same person because time has changed you. You can't alter or effect any change of what happened to your inner child. Your power is only effective in these 24 hours, in this 1 hour here and now. Here is where you are all powerful. Here is your meaning and purpose. It's time to let your inner child step into the light, to leave this plane of existence. Anything else is just plain wrong. Holding your inner child hostage against their will, is that your meaning and purpose? To bring the death, decay and disease of a dead memory from the past into the present, where it destroys everything and everyone it touches, is that your meaning and purpose? To worry over what happened in your past, like a dog worrying over a bone, is that your meaning and purpose? To get lost in the depression and despair of the past so you don't have to embrace life in the land of the living in the here and now, is that your meaning and purpose? Do you have some false idea that volunteering to suffer an event your inner child overcame already, giving life to that dead thing, betraying all your inner child suffered and sacrificed so that you be free today, that betrayal is your meaning and purpose? Your meaning and purpose can only be found in this moment, right now, listening to my words, reading my words, your soul crying out to you to look at your situation from this different perspective. Are you going to ignore this spiritual awakening? Are you going to bury your head in the sands of time and scream, no, 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 in the faint hope that you can unhear the truth, that this was never intended to hurt you, but to set you free? The Bible tells us that God's name is I am, and we should be still and know I am God. Literally, the secret to the meaning of life is to always stay in the present. Be still, never venture into the past or the future to find your meaning and purpose. And remember, when you declare I am statements, you are blessing you and your situation with the presence of God. Every self-help book, every book on manifestation agrees with the message of the Bible. It tells us that what we focus on, what we attract into our lives, we manifest into our lives. Think about it. If your thoughts are full of negative thinking, faulty feelings, if you're neglecting your well-being, especially your soul, you will suffer what you are praying for. You will receive more of the same tenfold. But the good news is, if you focus your thoughts, beliefs and feelings on all that is good, if you stay present in the present, if you make the decision not to think about or suffer the past or the future in the present, and declare the I am statements about being alive in the here and now, try it for the next hour and see what happens. It is that easy. Once you come to the realization that it is and always has been an inside job, that there's no pill, drug or therapy that can heal the hole in your soul caused by the energy attached to that past trauma memory eating away at you, you will know freedom. The solution that works is Trauma Recovery Anonymous. Giving the baggage of the past back to the inner child can only be achieved when the person you are today is willing to let go of it, thereby letting your inner child go to step into the light, and you in turn will feel this healing release mentally, physically, emotionally, and most importantly, spiritually. You then complete the 12 steps of Trauma Recovery Anonymous to undo the learned dysfunctional behaviors and bad habits of the diagnosis that should never have been made of you. Only you can do this work. I can take you on this spiritual awakening journey as your guide when you are ready. I can take individuals or groups of like-minded people through this process. As we are all individuals, the same treatment for all will be unique to each person. For instance, the primary language we use is the same for all, but we change the ownership of it by each person fitting the language to them and their situation. The fact that you are doing this from the safety of your own home or safe place means no one can see or intrude upon your best efforts. And this is the language. Up until this morning, I have carried the memory of X and sympathy pains for them as a show of support and solidarity for what they went through. But in this moment, I realized this was a mistake on my part and I am ready to return it to them. This is the language we use, and we place X with the age and name of our inner child. This isn't rocket science, and it's not meant to be. Many poor souls have been stuck under the guise of having a mental disorder because of what happened in the past, and so the goal is to achieve this healing as quickly as possible. For some people, it doesn't take the full 2 hours, yet this isn't a race. This is all about self-care and breaking the bondage of the past in as healthy a way as possible for each individual. In many cases, we focus on the underlying primary trauma recovery memory. For some individuals, removing the underlying trauma might bring out other trauma memories long hidden into the light, and we use the same process again and again over the coming days or weeks to remove them. This isn't long-term therapy, where you become dependent on me to validate your feelings or your next action. This process is to empower you to be more independent. Members have done this work, form 12-step support groups to keep each other accountable. They are not like conventional 12-step groups. To join, one must have cast off the victimhood of the past completely and be living in the situation. You do this work, the 2-hour healing event, to heal the hole in your soul. You complete the 12 steps of the program so that you are in the solution. You then are in the enviable position of bringing something to the table. From this foundation, you and other members can carry the message of hope, but we need to have ownership of that hope in order to be able to carry it. This becomes our meaning and purpose. To live a life in the present with meaning and purpose in the present is the greatest gift you can give to yourself and the world about you. Thank you.